Hi, I'm back again, and this time I'm going to talk about our role as president of APHA as it relates to public policy and advocacy and how it applies to our organizational mission and vision. So, APHA is already very involved in policy and advocacy, as you would imagine. There are many topics that they promote and develop and work on, and they are right here. And our role as president would be to enhance the coverage of those topics and to also identify gaps and develop new programs that will enhance public health and safety. Another role as president will be to help recruit and retain knowledgeable and professional and passionate leaders and members to our organization. And also, very importantly, our role will be to work with key decision makers that affect legislation. We were very curious to see where APHA was spending funds related to legislation. We went throughout its website and we couldn't find exactly where money spent went to and what lobbyists and what organizations received funds. So we had to go through an outside organization to find what we needed. We went to opensecrets.org, a little bit about Open Secrets right here. They claim that they are nonpartisan, independent, and nonprofit, and they claim that their mission is to inform citizens about how money and politics affects their lives. We're choosing to trust the data here in this organization. And we looked into American Public Health Association and where they're spending their money. You can see a summary of the year since 1998 all the way up till 2015. And what piqued our group's interest was this big spike in spending in 2013. You can see they spent $523,000, more than twice the amount in average years. So we looked at that year in depth. You can see who the lobbyists were, and those are similar names to other years. The issues, again, very similar. The specific bills that received attention and money from the APHA right here. And finally, if you want detailed reports, you could click this link, Report Images. The bulk of the money right here, $423,000. We thought we'd hit something interesting, but when we went in here and looked where this $423,000 was spent, we found that even this report wasn't very detailed. It was very vague. Increase funding for the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, okay? Increase funding for Health Resources and Services Administration. It wasn't really one thing in particular. It was really hard to see where $523,000 went. So one of our roles as president, we feel, will be to really make that kind of spending more visible to the public and to the members, because it's membership dues that are going into this lobbyists, into the lobbyist pockets, and we think that we need to be more accountable to those members and more visible with where the spending is. So that's another role of ours. Finally, we would think we would develop new policies at the next year's meeting. Interestingly enough, this year's meeting was held just a few weeks ago, actually less than 10 days ago, November 3rd, and it was held in Chicago, the home city of our very own Rush. And you can take a look at all the new policies right here on this page. All right, and that's it from me now. Thanks for your time.